Hi Vishal. Many congratulations, our academy. All of us are really overwhelmed to know that you have nailed your UP Judicial Services examination, which is one thing that we consider, North Indians at least consider it to be a task, big task, and it is definitely not a cakewalk. And we are very proud of your heart, soul, and with pride. So congratulations, first of all. Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me here and giving such a warm welcome.
You deserve way more than what we are doing for you. So yeah, I have certain questions because the students are not here. I will have to ask those questions from you on their behalf because being a teacher, they ask us those questions, and you are the most appropriate person, I think, in the right authority to answer those questions for them. So the first question that I would like to ask you is, okay, because we all know that GK portion plays a big role when it comes to states like Uttar Pradesh,
Yes.
Delhi, Bihar, and all of them.
Yes.
How did you cater to it?
Ma'am, I started preparation for GK right before the exam, and the sources were YouTube and even the current affair like Putogda Darpan and a GK book like Arihant and Lucent. I stick to them and I clear the exam in previous days. And in main stage, ma'am, there is a theoretical exam, so a little depth was needed.
Yeah.
And for that, I have to read again those GK portion.
All right. So did you stick to any newspaper or something?
No, ma'am. Current affairs, they were legal current affairs.
All right.
And for GK, ma'am, I was stick to Lucent.
Okay. Do you think reading newspaper or editorials every day plays a major role?
Yes, ma'am. If we want to refine our answers,
Yeah.
and to edge and to fetch more marks than other candidates, then we must add the current scenario. Like if there is a question of res judicata, if we add the current topic to it, then we will fetch 1 mark extra in comparing to other candidates.
ठीक है. Okay. So, क्या लगता है कितना रोल है judgments का when it comes to answer writing and when it comes to your personal knowledge, when it comes to your interview stage, preliminary में भी judgments का कितना रोल रहता है और कौन सी judgments latest landmark या हर judgment कैसे?
Like ma'am, there are some questions which have landmark judgments.
Right.
Like ma'am, in res judicata we have Satyadan Kursal.
Yes.
And in case of accomplishment, there is Dagadu and all.
Yes.
We have to mention those judgments. Even if we mention 5 judgments,
Yeah.
and none of them is important,
Yeah.
then we will not get good marks.
All
But
right.
if we write down a single judgment, that is landmark. Like in section 124A, that was related to in IPC, that related to sedition. And there was judgment related, recent judgment of Delhi High Court, split judgment.
Yes.
Then ma'am, we should refer them.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So, like the current scenario and the landmark judgment, this should be a combination in the exams.
Okay, great. Students face a lot of problem when it comes to how to frame an approach. What is going to be a model answer? What do you think is a model answer?
Ma'am, many times I have appeared in 5 mains.
All right.
Yes, and 7 prelims, 5 mains, and 2 interviews.
Wow.
And ma'am, in mains, if we think that we have to frame answer by beforehand in our home, then that will not work. Because at that time our minds that should be of that level that any question from any subject, any portion that we have not studied, we must be able to answer that question in exam. Like in Haryana in last year in mains exam, the first question in criminal law was section 145 of CRPC. Normally we don't read that portion executive
power,
Yes,
executive magistrate ki power to
Yes, ma'am.
basically. I remember that 145 and 146 are
Yes,
together.
ma'am.
Yes.
That was my very lengthy paper.
Yeah.
So we must divert our mind like that. Ki questions may come from such portions which we have not prepared, and we have to answer those questions in the exam itself, and we have to have that much practice.
I'm sorry to ask you, was that question related to SI also, right? 145, 146. I think that was related to what they did was I was reading that paper a long time back, and I was surprised to know that how did they relate this to section 5 and 6 of SRA.
Yes, ma'am.
It was something related to 145, 146 CRPC read with 5 and 6
Yes,
of
ma'am.
SRA, and I was surprised. I was taken aback that okay, how are people going to answer this question? This was definitely that's a task. Okay, so you think some untouched topics are also asked, and we have to be mentally prepared to answer all of them.
Yes, ma'am. Like in mains exam, we have prepared only with 80% of exam. And 20% of questions are like that. There may be current topics.
Yeah.
There may be such questions which we haven't studied.
Right.
But we have to answer the whole paper so that we can clear that.
Understandable.
Yes.
So understandable. Okay. Do you can you suggest that okay ये point तो आंसर में आपने होना ही डालना है इस पैटर्न में आंसर लिखना है, something like that, can you recommend?
Yes, ma'am. Like if it is theoretical question,
Yes.
then we have to start with introduction part.
All right.
Only 2-3 lines because we
Yes.
have a limited space.
Yes.
Thereafter, ma'am, we jump on to the body part.
Yes.
And what is the crux of it? It is
Yes.
based on maxims. It is based
Okay.
upon principles.
Okay.
And thereafter, ma'am, its ingredients.
Yes.
And at the end, in between, there must be a case law. That should be landmark or that should be current. Any of them.
Yes. Yes.
And we have to conclude the topic. That.
All right. It's enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And if it is analytical question, then we have a separate strategy. Like what are the facts, what are the issues, law applicable, and how to answer that question.
Decision and
yes,
everything.
ma'am.
All right.
That depends upon the how much time we have left.
Yeah.
If we have to do 10 questions and we have only 1 hour, and we can't switch to this strategy.
Yeah.
We have to touch every topic, every question. That length may be decreased.
Okay.
At least paper should be completed.
Okay. So you think कि अगर पेपर में 10 क्वेश्चन है, supposedly पेपर में 20 क्वेश्चन है,
Yes.
ठीक है, और हमें पता है कि ओके इफ यू अटेम्प्ट नाइसली वी विल बी एबल टू अटेम्प्ट 15, लेकिन अगर आप रफली 20 टच कर सकते हैं तो ऐसा मतलब बेनिफिट इसमें है क्या कि 20 के 20 टच कर दिए जाए?
यस मैम, क्वेश्चन एक या दो क्वेश्चन छोड़ भी दिए
हाँ जी,
तो हम कंपटीशन बाहर हो जाएंगे, चाहे हमने पूरे क्वेश्चन कितने मर्जी अच्छे लिखे हो. लाइक एक कोई क्वेश्चन है 10 मार्क्स का है और बहुत अच्छा लिखा है, हमें 10 में से 6 मिल जाएंगे, 7 मिल जाएंगे उसमें. और अदर कैंडिडेटों ने नॉर्मल सा लिखा है, उनको 10 में से 5 या 6 मिलेंगे, वो हम सिर्फ 1 मार्क पीछे हैं.
राइट.
अगर हमने एक क्वेश्चन छोड़ दिया, हम 10 में से 0 हैं और 10 में से 5 हैं, तो हम उनको कम्पीट कर ही नहीं पाएंगे.
राइट.
अगर एक या दो क्वेश्चन छूटे तो आउट ऑफ कंपटीशन.
Okay. What role does handwriting play? Is it मतलब anyway that okay you have to write in a particular, it should be legible या बहुत साफ होनी चाहिए, कैसा
No, ma'am, it should be legible only. That examiner who is going to check the exam,
Yeah.
he must yes he have answered this question. This is paragraph, this is case law. But it should be like that. It should not be like कि मोती डालने हैं exam में. मतलब आपको complete करना है exam and legible होनी चाहिए handwriting.
All right.
उनको ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं होनी चाहिए पेपर देख के कि क्या लिखा है क्यों
पढ़ना
लिखा है.
कैसे है?
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay. So एक ना बहुत ही pertinent question है जो मुझे हमेशा दिमाग में आता है कि how to stay consistent and how to be like you have been, I mean absolutely patient. I am absolutely adoring that fact that how are you so patient and how is so consistent that okay I'm going to sit it again and again and make it to the seed. That's honestly a quality of wise and you have done that. But I need this advice for all the students. How will you guide them?
Yes, ma'am, my younger brother Vishal Thakur is also a civil judge.
All right.
And he is the youngest judge at the age of 23.
Oh wow.
Ma'am, so we used to study together and we used to motivate each other that we have to do it. And he also failed 4 to 5 exams. And Haryana, Rajasthan, we have cleared even Rajasthan mains exam. And thereafter, ma'am, he appeared in Madhya Pradesh, and at that time I appeared in Haryana. He cleared the Madhya Pradesh exam, and I couldn't clear after the inter stage. Yes, ma'am. Thereafter, ma'am, I failed the Uttar Pradesh, and I excelled in it.
Wow.
So we used to motivate each other.
लेकिन consistency कैसे रहती है?
मैम अगर आपके साथ ग्रुप सर्कल है,
Right.
अगर आप अकेले बैठेंगे हम थोड़ा डिमोटिवेट हो जाते हैं कि
Right.
अगर आप कंटिन्यू स्टडी कर रहे हैं.
Yes.
तो दूसरा नहीं कर सकते हम, वी कैन डू इट, तो थोड़ा एक दूसरे में मोटिवेशन आ जाती है.
अच्छा.
और सेल्फ मोटिवेशन ज्यादा जरूरी है.
Yes.
क्योंकि अगर हम YouTube पे मोटिवेशन देखते हैं
हाँ.
तो वो हार्डली 1 या 2 डे रहेगी.
Yes.
लेकिन सेल्फ मोटिवेशन एक रीजन है करना क्यों.
Right.
अगर नहीं करूंगा तो ऑप्शन नहीं है.
Yes.
अगर हम सोचेंगे कि जुडिशरी है, नहीं
हाँ.
हुआ तो लिटिगेशन है, नहीं हुआ तो प्रोफेसर है,
Yeah.
तो मैम वी कांट
Yes.
गो फॉर दैट.
Self-driving force चाहिए.
यस मैम, सेल्फ ड्राइविंग फोर्स ज्यादा
Alright.
जरूरी है.
ऑलराइट. एक और सवाल है जो इस टाइम लेटली स्टूडेंट्स फेस कर रहे हैं, प्रॉब्लम वो ये फेस कर रहे हैं कि जैसे इस टाइम दिल्ली आ रहा
Yes,
है ना, 10 दिन मतलब 1 मंथ बाद दिल्ली है 10
Yes,
दिसंबर को, ठीक है. और नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव आवर हरियाणा, इसकी डेट इज गोइंग टू बी आउट वेरी सून.
Yes.
सो द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज स्टूडेंट्स आर हाईली कंफ्यूज्ड कि अभी हमारा प्रिपरेशन चल रहा है. Should we sit in Delhi? Should we sit in Haryana? Most of the students are positive they're done with like 4-5 months की coaching only. So what would you recommend उनको कि should they sit for Delhi? Should they sit for Haryana? Or should they completely focus on their one time for pre-preparation and then they should start sitting? What is your take on it?
Ma'am, my take on it is that they should have sit in the exam.
All right.
Like एग्जाम आने से पहले एग्जाम टेम्परामेंट पता होना चाहिए.
All right.
लाइक एक कई होते हैं एग्जाम सब कुछ आता है, उनका एग्जाम छूटेगा, उनको ये नहीं पता कि आंसर नेगेटिव मार्किंग और कैसे हम उनको कोप अप करें. तो लाइक हम फुली प्रिपेयर्ड रहे, ये कभी होगा नहीं, कोई भी पूरी प्रिपेयर्ड कभी होता नहीं है.
Right.
परफेक्ट कोई भी नहीं है.
Right.
कोई किसी ना किसी का कोई ना कोई सब्जेक्ट वीक होगा ही होगा.
Right.
तो अगर वो अभी बैठते हैं, मे बी उनका एग्जाम ना क्लियर हो, अलग एग्जाम क्लियर करना जरूरी बात नहीं है,
Right.
एक एक्सपीरियंस आएगा तो नेक्स्ट टाइम हरियाणा दिल्ली आएगा तो उनको पता है कि लास्ट टाइम ना एग्जाम दिया था, उसमें क्वेश्चंस लेंथी थे, क्वेश्चंस टफ थे, आंसर उनकी नेगेटिव मार्किंग में कितनी इनको प्रॉब्लम आई है, तो इजीली कोप अप कर पाएंगे। अगर वो फर्स्ट टाइम ही बैठेंगे तो वो जो गलती अब करेंगे वो तब करेंगे, फिर उनको एक चांस और देखना पड़ेगा, तो दे शुड शिफ्ट। उनको ज़्यादा फोकस नहीं करना है कि एग्जाम निकालना है, एक्सपीरियंस के लिए उनको एग्जाम बैठना चाहिए।
ठीक है, okay, great. This was a question that was coming over and over again to me by the students, and I was highly skeptical. I was like, students might take it negatively. Some of them, if they might feel demotivated after giving the exam, that okay, हमारा तो clear नहीं हुआ. But yeah, you have
एग्जाम क्लियर करना is not the thing. Like एक्सपीरियंस ज़्यादा जरूरी है एग्जाम में। Like अगर हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एग्जाम देंगे तो इससे ऐसा होता है कि जब हम एग्जाम होम स्टेट देंगे या कोई अपनी सबका एक ड्रीम होता है हमें स्टेट में लगना है, उस स्टेट में लगना है, तो उस स्टेट में जब जाएंगे आप तो हमारे पास पूरा एक्सपीरियंस होगा कि हमने कैसे कैसे कोप अप किया है, हमारे एग्जाम छोटे थे, हमारे नेगेटिव ज्यादा थे, तो इजीली हो जाता है।
Absolutely. Okay. So any other piece of advice? I am done with all my questions and you have answered them beautifully. I don't think I have anything in my mind which is obviously nothing revolving lately. I just want to ask you if there's anything else, any piece of advice that you would like to drop for the students so that they feel that okay, they can do it. Do you have something to say?
Yes, ma'am. First and foremost thing is self-motivation.
Yeah.
I have seen my friends and even my classmates in Punjab University, Chandigarh, and they were like they started preparation and thereafter they left. कि 5 सीट्स हैं, कहाँ ही होगा, इतने कंपटीशन में लोग बैठे हैं, नहीं होगा, तो हमें तो एक ही सीट लेनी है। तो ये अपने अंदर ये डर निकालना है कि हमारा नहीं होगा। ज्यादा क्या होगा, फेल होंगे 2 बार होंगे, अगर लगे रहेंगे तो कभी ना कभी निकलेगा ही, क्योंकि आप एक्सपीरियंस लेते जा रहे हैं। यस मैम, तो सेल्फ मोटिवेशन इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट। अगर आप कंपटीशन में रहेंगे तभी निकालेंगे, अगर कंपटीशन पहले ही बाहर हो गए या हार मान ली तो कहीं कोई एंड नहीं है उसका फिर।
Okay. Thank you, Vishal. I'm honestly very, very, very overwhelmed. You have answered all of them with great patience and precision. Thank you very much. We are overwhelmed to have you here.
Thank you, sir.